Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach.
And I'm Pepper.
And today we're going to be talking about the second round of the Unnamed Unmatched Tournament. Just kind of giving you an update of what the matchups are going to be and kind of the current bracket. Because I don't think we ever really did that.
No.
And we'll see. Maybe Jesse can Pepper can add a little bit of a bracket in here or something.
4 quadrants,
That's
maybe.
true.
I think I'll kind of create a graphic for each of those.
Because I don't think we did that for the first one. So it's kind of just random matchups. I think people could see, obviously, who we drafted. Didn't really have an idea of who was going up against who. We kind of ordered them out. I don't know if we've said this in another video. Maybe we did. But we kind of put them in an order based on, so like, people drafted in the first round versus the 8th round were up against each other and so on and so forth. And tried to make it in the number that we had, and in 4 players, we tried to make it so that we kind of were at least matching up with everyone at least twice.
And then Mac and I ended up having 4 matches, and you and Zach ended up having 4 matches as well. Make it very confusing. 2 people with the same name, of course.
True. Yes, that was really thoughtful on our part. But yeah, so we'll kind of talk about the second round and who's going to be matching those up. And we had set that initial tournament up also so that for sure this round would not have anyone facing themselves. Yeah. So that was part of it as well. But after this round, there could potentially be people with 2 characters facing off against each other, and in that case, then we'll see what ends up happening. But I think what we're going to do is have that person decide which one they want to play, and then have another person play against them with their other character. But we'll see. We've got in the top left corner of our bracket, we've got Medusa versus Bloody Mary, which will be Zach M's Medusa and your Bloody Mary they're versus each other. And then the second part of that quadrant left is...
So the winner of that will take on the winner of this next one.
Yes, is Squirrel Girl and Black Widow, which Squirrel Girl is Michaela's, and Black Widow is Zach M's. So if he wins both his Medusa and Black Widow, he could potentially be facing off here. So I do not have anyone left in this quadrant, so unfortunately. But those will be the 2 matchups in that one. And those then, like you said, they'll face each other, the winners of those 2. Then we've got the bottom left, so this will be on the same side. So the winner of those ones,
that whole quadrant,
will face the winner of this one.
So then, first up we have my Bigfoot versus Zach M's Achilles. And then we have Michaela's T-Rex versus your Sun Wukong. So we all have a fighter in this. So it's not going to have a matchup of 2 fighters from the same person.
That's true.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, that one worked out pretty well. So yeah, we'll for sure have people fighting in this one all the way through up until that final. And then that one will face the winner of the previous ones.
Yes.
So then we go to the other side of the tournament with who's left over there. And we've got the Raptors, your Raptors, versus my Beowulf. And then the other matchup in this one is your She-Hulk versus Zach M's Robin Hood. If you probably should have said this, is spoiling the first round, but as you can see here, Zach M and you kind of cleaned house a little bit more.
A little bit.
Especially you in the first round, so you have kind of the most characters left. But you have a potential there to win both of these ones. But obviously we'll see.
Hoping to do it.
And then those will face off against each other, and then whoever comes out on top of this quarter of them will face off against the bottom corner.
So that is your Sherlock Holmes versus my Ghost Rider. And then the winner of that will take out the winner of my Luke Cage versus Michaela's Yanenga.
Yeah, so there's another one you could potentially I could face yourself. So you've got a lot of people. You actually, in the first round, spoilers, won 6 of your 8 matchups, which is pretty good. Michaela and myself only won 3 of each of ours, and then Zachary won 4. So we were all about even, but then you kind of dominated a little bit more. So we'll see. Hopefully we won't have too many people matching up against each other. At least for that next round. But
Yeah.
we're at least guaranteed one won't be.
Yep.
And then we've got
Yep.
3 other ones. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Yeah. So that's kind of who we've got left, and then obviously the winners of those quarters will face each other, and the winners of those will be the final of the Unmatched Tournament.
Final.
And
So yeah, it's looking. So I have a lot on that right side.
you do.
So I was thinking, I'm like, oh, could I match up at the end of the end? So that would require either a Bloody Mary or Bigfoot going all the way, which I feel a lot safer getting to the end on the other side, just because I do have
More
quite
people.
a few. 4 of them over there versus the 2. This is
That's true.
scary.
Yeah, that's true because you got Bigfoot who's pretty good, but then you got Bloody Mary, but Bloody Mary's facing Medusa. Medusa is pretty good, so that one's going to be tough for you, I think. But hey, you never know. Sometimes it's just the luck of the draw.
Yeah.
But someone I think suggested, now that we have the Unmatched Adventures, that we
Ooh.
each take one of the new characters and add them into the tournament, which the way we kind of have it now, I don't think would really work. But if you're interested in that, we could all pick one, and then kind of just have a couple additional matchups. So we'll face off against each other, and then the winners of those will face off against each other. So we'll have one champion from that new Unmatched set, and then we figured we could face the champion of this. If people are interested in that, let us know in the comments below. If not, that's totally fine. We don't necessarily have to do that. There's going to be plenty of matches you can watch, so you probably don't need additional ones. But if that sounds interesting, we would be happy to do that with brand new characters. We've only so far played 2 of them. You can also check out our video. We did a quick kind of first impression of that one. So kind of our thoughts if you've been interested but maybe haven't gotten it yet. See if that one's maybe one you should add to your list. Anything else, Pepper?
Nothing else, but hopefully we do have another tournament at least if we do not incorporate those, and we can get those in a future one.
And there were some characters that weren't picked in this one, so it would be nice to. I think we'd probably make it so those ones have to get drafted.
Would have to get drafted, yes.
I think, and maybe some of the ones that lost in the first.
Champions retired.
Yeah, maybe some of them that were lost in the first round. Kind of make a pool of the ones that were out in the first round.
This is pretty much Survivor at this point.
Yes.
Gonna mix things up.
But otherwise, hopefully you can go check out our other videos. If you haven't yet, we have a giveaway going up alongside this. So if you're getting comments on all the videos, even if you don't really, I guess, watch them all, even though they're all really exciting so far, the ones we've filmed, I think there's maybe one that's been really one-sided.
Yeah.
But the rest of them have been pretty good. Even though we may not always follow the rules.
Yeah, we've
made it close on purpose, maybe. No, not on purpose, but maybe just because we get a rule wrong here
Closer than it should have been.
But, we hope to see you on those videos, and as always, don't forget to
keep on nibbling
on our content.